Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln for the NSAA football championships. And our final contest of these 2 days is in Class B. It's Gross Catholic and Bennington, a battle of unbeatens for the title in Class B. And welcome in, everyone, inside Memorial Stadium, along with former Husker Damon Benning. I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us from here in Lincoln for our final showdown of these 2 days. Have a good one, contrasting styles a bit. Gross, ground and pound a little bit. Bennington has an outstanding quarterback. Let's start with Gross and Jake Garcia.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He is so patient. And one of the rare non-senior contributors for this Gross bunch. He's got great understanding of what that offensive line wants to do in front of him. He's so patient. Over 1,900 yards, 27 touchdowns. Just a sophomore. He's already a good one with a bright, bright future ahead of him. You watch him run the ball tonight. It's almost like virtuoso. He knows exactly what that offense is trying to do.
And for Bennington, an outstanding quarterback in Trey Bird.
Yeah, he's amazing. Almost 2,600 yards and over 35 touchdowns. A long line of birds that have flocked together in the Bennington area. Some related, some not. But one thing they all have in common is command of this offense. He knows where everybody's supposed to be. He's a playmaker. He extends plays, and he'll break you back. Trey, just a long line of birds at Bennington that can cause some problems.
We are pleased to be joined by a Gross grad on the broadcast crew. Let's go down to the field to Sean Callahan.
Well, guys, thank you very much. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because you have one of the biggest schools in Class B in Bennington, and then Gross, who is the smallest school right now in Class B. They actually were eligible to play C1. They chose to opt up. The reason why, they have 24 seniors on this team right now. That's more than a lot of Class A teams. In perspective, Elkhorn South, one of the bigger schools, and they had 19 on their roster. So they are senior-led. They have a lot of guys that play two ways. On the other side, you look at Bennington, very few, if any of their starters will go two ways. So they've got great depth on that defending champion Badger sideline.
Thank you very much, Mr. Callahan. We are just moments away from kick here in this Class B state championship, the final state championship of these 2 days of coverage here on Nebraska Public Media. I want to remind you that you can see these high school championships on Nebraska Public Media Sports. Just download the free Nebraska Public Media app. Live streaming also supported through Apple TV and Chromecast. And you can get the free app at nebraskapublicmedia.org/apps. Well, here's a look at the schedule for the Cougars of Gross. And you see an undefeated season. They had that forfeit to Buena Vista, but boy, dominant offensively, but also defensively. This is a well-rounded Gross Cougar squad.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Well-coached, veteran bunch. The kids have played together since elementary, some middle school. It's a tight-knit unit. This is what they've always strived for. This is why they went to Gross, and now they get to put it all together tonight.
Take a look at Bennington. And the Badgers also unbeaten on the year and equally impressive, especially in the playoffs. 50-7 over Beatrice, 34-13 over Elkhorn North, and they shut down Waverly. This defense is tough for the Badgers.
They are so explosive offensively, so the defense gets oft overlooked, but not a game with more than 21 points. And that was a game in which Elkhorn, they pulled away. Last couple of minutes in the first half, and it was downhill from there versus Elkhorn. And listen, this is a complete team. Well rested, they can platoon, they come at you in waves, and they got a lot of options on offense.
Time to meet the teams, and for that we go to Rich Broderson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Memorial Stadium at the 2022 Nebraska School Activities Association Football Championship Finals. For tonight's Class B championship between the Gross Catholic High School Cougars and the Bennington High School Badgers. The NSAA is proud to recognize our premier corporate partners, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Nebraska Orthopedic Center for their outstanding support of NSAA activities. And now for the introduction of the players and coaches. We begin with the Gross Catholic Cougars. Number 1, Charlie Palladino. Number 4, Colby Duncan. Number 5, Weston Miller Aivi. Number 11, Joe Rempe. Number 12, Ethan Lee. Number 13, Jackson Drake. Number 14, Hank Nosbish. Number 26, Owen Brennan. Number 34, Jake Garcia. Number 41, Alex Cossey. Number 44, Tommy Gilbert. Number 52, John Street. Number 54, Sam Canova. Number 55, Sebastian Nova. Number 61, Sal Neccarelli. Number 65, Ryan Weiss. Number 72, Carson Almgren. Number 77, Casey Braun. Number 81, Ben Rice. The head coach for Gross Catholic, Tom Van Hout. And now the rest of the Gross Catholic High School players and coaches.
And it's the Cougars of Gross Catholic. They come into this game at 12-0. It's an experienced group, an experienced front line. They are tough on the ground, averaging 403 total yards and 42 points per game. They give up 261 and allow just 11. And look out for this guy toting the ball, Jake Garcia, 1,927 touchdowns.
Tell you what, you watch them run, it's so sequential, it's in pieces. They know what the picture is supposed to look like, and they all know what utensils they're using.
Let's go back to Rich.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the introduction of the players and the coaches for the Bennington Badgers. Number 2, Isaac Connor. Number 3, Weston Beck. Number 5, Gunnar Lim. Number 8, Jonathan Williams. Number 10, KJ Tuffa. Number 13, Gray Bird. Number 15, Owen Douglas. Number 17, Cooper Milnaric. Number 20, Nick Colbert. Number 21, Benjamin Jorgensen. Number 35, Benjamin Gilliland. Number 36, Lane Bover. Number 37, Tyler Lauritsen. Number 52, Tyler Mead. Number 55, James Miller. Number 57, Jack Jensen. Number 58, Gil Kaufman. Number 60, Ethan Wynn. Number 63, Rand Van Arsdale. Number 73, Jacob Streeter. Number 76, Weston Heineman. Number 77, Tyler Rice. The head coach for Bennington is Cam Linhart. And now the rest of the Bennington High School players and coaches.
So here come the Badgers. They were in the state championship match last year. Badgers of Bennington 12-0 on the season. They were state champs last year. Just kept it rolling this year. 397 yards per game. They averaged better than 40 points, and defensively just as stout. Less than 8, and 210 is all they allow per game to their opponents. And Trey Bird is a special quarterback. So let's take a look at these two teams. Obviously, Omaha Gross Catholic in Omaha, Bennington just north. And they meet down here at Memorial Stadium. Bennington with wins over Elkhorn North in the quarters, Waverly in the semis. Knocked off York in the quarters, did Gross, and a win over Scotts Bluff, 49-35. Back to Rich we go.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to the 2022 NSAA State Football Championship Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats to honor America as the York High School Septet, under the direction of Jessica Wagner, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Outstanding job by the York Septet. We're ready to go for Class B State Championship football. It's Gross and Bennington. The Class B title on the line when we come back here at Memorial Stadium.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $320,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Phelps Memorial Health Center in Holdridge provides inpatient care and outpatient surgical and clinical services, including a new cardiac cath lab, orthopedics, oncology, labor and delivery, diagnostic imaging, and much more. Phelps Memorial is committed to serving patients and families with care. Learn more about their mission and community services at phelpsmemorial.com.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential. Chadron State College, where adventures lead to accomplishments, where opportunities connect to engagement. With a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs, plus thousands of friends, CSC has everything you need to find your story. To get started and schedule your visit, csc.edu.
All right, it's time to talk about us. Not him, not her, not them. Us. Thanks to us, things have been great. In fact, you can find us just about everywhere. Your food, that's us. Your food's food, that's us too. Your fuel, that's us. And should anyone out there happen to doubt us, by all means, just watch us.
From the capital city here in Lincoln, state championship football in Nebraska Public Media. Class B state title coming your way. Number 1 Bennington, number 2 Gross. Players on the field here at Memorial Stadium, ready to go. 48 degrees, terrific night for late November. It's outstanding. Clear skies and just that slight breeze that shouldn't impact anyone. What a great night for football.
That's just what you had in mind last week when it was high of 19 and lows of 4.
We were thinking it was going to be brutal. This is terrific.
Unbelievable for November 22nd.
64 this afternoon, I understand. If we wouldn't have been in here, we might have been on the golf course, huh?
Well, I don't know. Am I holding your bags?
So the Badgers will kick it away to start. Cougars will have the possession first. Back deep, Charlie Palladino. Jackson Drake. That is a driving kick right at Palladino, who will take it at the 4. Palladino with some room. Out past the 30 to the 31-yard line. And a nice return for the Cougars. Colby Duncan at quarterback. Look out for outstanding play from Miller Ivy.
Yeah, he's talented. He doesn't get a ton of cracks at it, but when he does, it's usually for chunk plays.
So their quarterback is Colby Duncan out of the shotgun. Give right behind him, and here's that tough running straight ahead of Jake Garcia.
Yeah, I can already tell you, know both these teams pretty well. Bennington is going to have to do a good job of disguising numbers in the box because Gross can count, that's for sure.
Gain of 10 on the first play for Gross. Give it off inside again. There's Owen Brennan. Not much there for Brennan, but still positive yardage on first down.
Yeah, it's kind of the method to their madness. You look up and all of a sudden it's 2nd and 7 for a play that didn't look like much.
Right. Tackle there by Weston Heineman.
But make sure you check all your chin straps, your bolts, your buckles, and your mouthpiece, because it's one of those nights when you face this Cougar bunch.
Garcia behind Duncan. I'll give it to Garcia. He's got room again. Breaks the tackle. Garcia quickly into Bennington territory.
Remember we talked about how he paints the picture. See the little subtle cut?
Yeah.
They've seen so many different fronts this year. There's not going to be a lot of fronts that Gross won't know how to block.
Brennan goes in motion, then back the other way. They give to Garcia again, and once again, there is Weston Heineman. First negative play forced by the Badgers. Heineman, the 6'4" senior, with the tackle.
Yeah, they do a really good job of playing blocks, and right now you see 2 pullers. We've seen it all day. It's kind of the thing, right? We see a lot of counter. You see big guard tackle pull, and look at him just get flat down the line of scrimmage. Now look for boot or play action off of that when those ends crash so hard.
Too wide to the bottom of the screen. Give it inside. That is Brennan again. Positive yardage for Brennan on 2nd down and 11. About 4 yards, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 7, we take a look at the replay here. You'll see that a lot tonight from Gross. Getting vertical as soon as they see a crease. There isn't a lot of lateral run game to what they do. They are not sideline to sideline. They are goalpost to goalpost.
Cale Kaufman made that last tackle for the Badgers. Straight into the eye. Tommy Gilbert is the up back at fullback. They'll fake the give, roll to the left. Out of the flat, and well covered by the Badgers. So the punting unit for the Cougars will trot onto the field, and John Street will try to pin the Badgers deep in their own territory.
It's not one of those offenses that can't get off schedule, but like most, they prefer not to. They're capable of throwing the football when they need to. Obvious passing situation. You let Bennington get a little exotic defensively. Punt's not a bad thing here, and Badgers get a stop here.
Street averages 36.8 yards per punt. He gets that, it would put it right inside the 5. This is going to be short, taken at the 12. Nice return out past the 20 to the 25. Really only a net gain there of about 15 yards. After the punt, when we come back, the Badgers take the field on offense. Here in the Class B title game. Stay with us.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
There's a look at Trey Bird, the 6-foot senior, 170-pounder on the season, 154 of 258. You see the numbers there. They are impressive. A dual threat guy who's thrown for 31 touchdowns and just 3 INTs on the year.
Yeah, he doesn't give it away much, and he's so sound within this offense. And kind of the theme for the day from the quality quarterback play, he extends plays. They do a lot. Keep an eye on Isaac Connor.
So Nicholas Culvert's in the backfield along with Trey Bird. His 2 top receivers, Jonathan Williams and Isaac Connor. That will be given to Culvert. Not much there, right into traffic. And we will call Hank Nosbich's name a few times, and there is one.
Another one of those inside linebackers wearing neck rolls. See him. Sees the little crease. Doesn't delay. This is a cloudy, clear kind of team. If it's clear, you'll see those linebackers go. If it's cloudy, they'll be slow to go.
Bird, quick hitter outside. That's Williams. Nothing there for Williams. Goes with a little juice here early on.
So active here. It's just a swarm of orange. Let's just count the number of white jerseys. There's 1, 2, here's 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, and 8 were on their way.
That's just what they do.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. 3rd down, 3rd and long. Bird back to throw. He'll go over the middle. Got a man. Caught. Grabbed by Connor. Connor could go. And he does. Touchdown. Isaac Connor.
Wow. It's almost like we just said, keep an eye on Isaac Connor. Dual sport athlete, good basketball player, really good football player, obviously. Battled injuries a ton of his high school career. You see Coach Lenhart, he is pumped up.
He's fired up.
Larry, we talked about it in the second matchup in C1. You just can't undercut a post route. These quarterbacks are too good. They'll put it on the money and you'll pay the price.
Vaughn Anderson, point after attempt is good. Squeaks it inside that left upright. Isaac Connor, 75 yards on the reception from Trey Bird.
Yeah, stay on the high shoulder. That's a play you've got to make in the 2 deep. Almost an ill-advised throw, right? You don't think you're going to fit that in, but Birch is so good with his placement. He knows what he's doing. Yes, he does.
Also down there and say hello to Isaac Connor. Came into this game with 1,012 yards receiving on the year, 60 receptions, 13 touchdowns, and adds 75 more.
Okay. You know, if he ever pops that helmet off tonight, he's got a, there it is. I was going to tell you, he's got a full head of the lion locks under there. Ominous foreshadowing tonight.
Yeah, right?
Well, I had a Romo Barb earlier. I'm feeling a little Romo-ish.
It's good stuff. You should
maybe get a career in broadcasting.
I don't know. Just it should be maybe your.
No, I won't stretch it.
It's maybe something you aspire to be as Tony Romo.
When I grow up.
Nice play down there. Good coverage by the Badgers on the return for Gross Catholic. So Gross will have its second possession now. Bo Pick made that tackle on special teams.
I think his parents knew he was going to grow up to be a football player. Bo Pick.
Bo Pick.
How about that?
First down and 10, ball at the 18. Garcia again, and once again, right down the line comes Weston Heineman. We've called his name 3 times already.
Yeah, this is so active. And they'll get into some multiple fronts, too.
Well, here's the career of Jake Garcia, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, and likely soon to be a 1-time 2,000-yard rusher. Hit him out of the flat, good grab. Leans forward, does Weston Miller Ivy.
Yeah, very capable. All right, they won't panic. That's 3rd and manageable. It's kind of where this offense wants to be, 3rd and short. I'd stay away from counter, though. Bennington is pretty well coached up front. I would stay with a lot more downhill, big on big run game as we see a little split formation here.
Back into the eye, Gilbert. There's Garcia, follows Gilbert right into the hole.
It's pretty downhill.
Yeah, it's enough for a first down there.
It's good old-fashioned ISO. That offensive line just really wants it in their hands tonight. That is a veteran savvy bunch.
4 seniors and a junior across the front. Under pressure, steps through it. Now more pressure, avoids it, gets rid of it. Nice grab. Miller Ivy with the catch.
Wash, rinse, repeat, right? Very capable.
Great job of coming back.
He's
to the
elusive,
ball, right?
worked his way back to the quarterback. He's a good player. Like I said, he doesn't get a ton of cracks at it, but he's extremely efficient. And how about the escapability? Houdini. And then it drops a dive.
Keeping it alive. Garcia again, downhill, right up the middle. They've had success there. Another gain of 7, make it 6 yards on first down. Carry by Garcia. Already 6 carries, 34 yards for Jake Garcia.
Colby Duncan, just a junior. Boy, his poise, something else.
That time to give to Gilbert, first man through.
That orange crush, just moving that front of Bennington, puts themselves in a 3rd and extremely short here. As that mustache is intentional. Well, he is one of the good ones. Class act, all about his high school. Nothing comes out of their mouths that's about individual accolades. It is all about Gross High School.
That's going to be a first down. Notice that in the introductions, right? How many of those, a lot of times.
Yeah, to the G's, right. The Gross. Yeah, it's all about that school.
Yeah.
Ton of pride. That's a nice little quick hitter. It's on you in a hurry.
Tommy Gilbert, over 250 yards rushing, and a lot of those kind of carries on the year. Not much there, though, for Garcia. And who's there? Weston Heineman.
We're going to call his name a ton, especially anytime he sees pulling guards, pulling tackles. He's so instinctive. He knows how to fit in the run game. Yeah, that's just a really good job of defeating blocks at the point of attack. It's a well-coached bunch.
Loss of one brings up 2nd down and 11. Option to the left side. Pitched out to Garcia. Garcia stiff arms, tries to get away, but will not get away from 4 defenders. And a nice play dragging him down by Cooper Mulnerick. Mark with 56 tackles and a pick on the year. Nice job here.
Yeah, prior to Bennington right there, the Menard family. My 12-year-old was taught by Mrs. Menard.
Is that right?
Correct.
There's Mulnerick's all over the state, right?
Absolutely.
5 in the pattern here. Empty backfield. Duncan, flag is thrown.
How many times have we seen that today? The first time a team gets in a new formation, a whistle is blown. It's
Dead
probably
ball.
the 3rd or 4th time
Ball
we've
start.
seen that today.
Offense, number 13. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
What a good job of playing this. Of course, the quick pitch. He knows where his help is. And in this defense, everybody can tackle.
That was Ben Gilliland, number 35, from that inside linebacker position. Forcing the pitch on the option. Back to throw again, goes downfield. And a flag is going to be thrown, and that's going to be called pass interference on Bennington, and it's going to be a new set of downs for the Cougars.
Yeah, this is, you're giving a team a fresh set of downs that struggles to complete big plays in the passing game. This is just like a turnover. Now they get to reset their offense with a fresh set of downs. You got to line up and play it again.
Holding. Defense. 10-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Yeah, see, I actually like that call.
Yeah, as opposed to the
PI.
Yeah. Yep, I would agree.
Not an automatic 1st down. Not enough yardage. It is still 3rd, and it's a long 7.
From inside Badger territory. Rolling to his left, looking downfield. Not going to get it. Going to come up short about the 40-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 3.
Now this is interesting. Now don't rush. Coach Van Hout's going to take his time here as we take a look at the replay. Not afraid to go for it, and it is well within the level of comfort they have to run the football.
Actually, so he was down at the 41, so 4th and 4.
Oh, big play right here already early with a rapidly moving 1st quarter. We'll be under the 3-minute mark after this play. And they choose to go empty. Maybe some motion here.
Across the middle, got it, 1st down. Still on his feet, look out, near side. Owen Brennan for the touchdown.
Boy, do they believe. And I'm sure that caught Bennington off guard. They go empty, they spread them out. They run the little, let's call it a mesh route if you're an offensive guy. They get the natural rub. Watch the little crossing route, as you called it here.
You didn't say pick, did you?
No.
Okay. That's not much of one. That was.
How about the little ski skirt?
Yeah.
That'll work. And then the foot race. Smooth to the accelerator.
Extra point is good, and suddenly we are knotted at 7. Take another look at the touchdown by Brennan.
Boy, that's on time. How about the little, the 2-dip.
Sixth touchdown of the year for Owen Brennan. Go back down to the field to Sean Callahan.
Jay Garcia gets a lot of the headlines, and rightfully so, but Owen Brennan has been a huge part of this season for Gross. Their big win early on that kind of solidified their place in this season was against Elkhorn, and Gross had not beaten Elkhorn or Scud in over 10 years. That win, Brennan was the key guy that helped close out that victory and kind of set their season off to where it's at tonight.
That's a good call right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's by committee in the backfield, and you know they cheer for one another. Such a close-knit group. I mean, these guys have played together, some of them 7, 8, 9 years.
You heard Sean say they hadn't beaten either Elkhorn or Scott in almost a decade. Beat them both this year. 21-14 Elkhorn, as Sean said, in the third game, and then beat Scott 41-14.
A lot of hearkening back to 2012 with this bunch. And Garcia, the 2022 version of Anthony Vigneri, who was so good for Gross in 2012.
Yep. State title team. Return back to about the 28-yard line. So back come the Badgers.
Spread here. Really try to isolate you out here in space.
Give is to Colbert. He'll cut back, has some room. Nice carry by Nicholas Colbert.
Saw a Gross defender with his jersey. Actually, it was 61. You can see it's still a little wrinkled. This one may come back.
Holding.
It's a lot of jersey there, but I don't know.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
Replay,
You know,
first down.
Yeah, taking him that way.
It's a tough angle.
Yeah.
I don't know how much grabbing there was. You get your hands outside the frame, you really make it hard on those umpires. See, that's what they see from their vantage point.
Makes sense. Got another man downfield, tipped away last minute. Went underneath to knock it away.
Yeah, I wouldn't make a habit doing it. He'll live to fight another day. He's such a good athlete.
Ben Rice.
And it's just hard to make a living undercutting these routes. You roll the dice, you better come up 7 or 11.
Rice with 2 interceptions on the year. Nice deflection there. Second down and long.
There's Bird extending. That's where he's dangerous.
Rolls to his right, still on his feet. There is Taffa, and Taffa with a nice gain on second and long.
Every time he gets outside the pocket, boy, there he is. The good delivery, gets his shoulders squared. It's a good open field tackle right there because Taffa can go.
So it went from second and long to third and about 3. Bird gives it up the middle, room there. That's a first down out past the 40 to the 42-yard line. Finally corralled in the tackle by Joe Rippey. Give to Colbert again.
I think everybody, you know, a lot of Gross opponents wait for them to wear down, and they just don't. I mean, they embrace being two-way guys. They don't even know what platooning is.
Bird to throw. Had a man steps up out of pressure. Still alive, far sideline. Boy, great run by Trey Bird. That's enough for a first down.
You always get the sense with Bird that he's in control. He knows exactly where everybody is and what he's trying to accomplish. And when he scrambles, I think the thing that you'll appreciate if you're a Badgers fan or just a football fan is his head's always up. Well, Isaac got away with one. A lot of times this gets called, and I like the fact that it wasn't. We got hammered with one last night on a running back getting out of the backfield that, you know, as a coach, I didn't love, but it's a good job by Connor.
There's Colvert again, a gain of 4, brings up 2nd down and 6 as the Badgers have navigated into Cougar territory. Inside 1 minute to go here in this first quarter.
A little bit of a methodical drive here for Bennington, and they were facing a 2nd and 17. For this explosive offense, though, it's a day in the office.
Bird back to pass, looks underneath, finds Colbert. Not going anywhere, and Owen Brennan pounds him to the ground and is going to draw a flag for that.
Yeah, I don't. Sometimes I just don't know what officials want you to do there. I either have to blow the whistle quicker so he won't spin out of that, because players are taught to get the guys to the ground. So the whistle has to come quick in a deal like this because it was all one motion. Now that right there, that'll get you.
Yeah, lifts him up and slams him back. Yep.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, defense, number 26. 15-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
That was during the play. So.
Yeah, does the dead ball make sense?
No.
Because well,
unless the whistle was blown.
Unless the whistle blew, but
right.
that had to be on contact.
That's right. One side like it, the other side doesn't.
Rapidly moving first quarter here.
On the option to the left, Bird will keep. Bird's got some room. Driven out of bounds at the 14. It's going to be enough for a 1st down, a gain of 12 for Trey Bird.
Boy, not to go back to your childhood, but isn't he crafty? he just is. You think you got him, you had 2 fits out there. You got a guy for quarterback, guy for pitch, and he splits both of you because he knows he's in full control.
Great observation, too. Very calm, right? Understands like he's moving faster than the game.
Yeah.
Sees it all slow down.
Tremendous command. Boy, Rippy's active, isn't he?
Yeah. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Good one here. In the Class B championship, Gross and Bennington are knotted at 7. A big play here. Isaac Connor, 75 yards, puts Bennington on top, only to be answered by Gross.
Electricity. It makes life easier, more productive, brighter, possible. Yet we only think about it when we don't have it. The next time you're doing, well, anything, think about how electricity makes it all possible. And know we will be there, powering your everyday, every day.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery-powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean-burning ethanol. Corn ethanol is the climate solution we need now.
Coverage of the NSAA football championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Nebraska Corn Board, Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. back here inside Memorial Stadium on a terrific Tuesday evening. Fantastic night for a Class B state championship. And we got a good one here through a quarter. 7-7 Bird back to throw. Look out. Tipped away as Rice had an opportunity there.
Well, I really like watching him. He's kind of built like a drinking straw, more like a pipe cleaner, pretty wispy. He takes some chances. He's ultra aggressive. Look at this. He read this. He comes off the #1 receiver to jump that route. Almost got one.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Remember when you used to have that frame?
No.
88-pound high school.
Way too long ago.
That's what we were just talking about off air with Colbert. Doesn't look like much, and you look up and it's, you know, he's broken a couple of tackles and he's moved the chains. Very good runner.
Yep.
Stays low to the ground. He's pretty shifty.
So in to try the field goal now for Bennington is Vaughn Anderson. Anderson 8 of 10 on the year in field goals. His longest is 35. This will be from 25. That is up, and it is just wide. No good.
Oh, wow. Did that? I had a bad angle at that one. I thought that was good.
Yeah, it's one of those where if the field goals would be at the high school width, it probably was good.
Let's take another look-see here. Good snap, good hold. He knew it right away.
Yeah. There's a look. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how quickly those officials see that. I mean, no, it's me, but it takes me a good second or 4.
Right back to the run game. Go the Cougars. Jake Garcia with a short gain of about 1.
Big opportunity right here for Omaha Gross. She staved off points momentarily. Now you got a chance to see if you can flip the field here. You need to put at least 2-3 first downs together. Off schedule already with a 2nd and 9.
Fake the give, rolling to his right as Duncan fires out there and does not connect. Miller Ivy was out there.
Yeah, wanted Ivy on the comeback. Didn't look like he had a good handle on that one. Yeah, he says that's on me. Don't see that too often from Duncan.
3rd and long upcoming.
You have to be careful here with the football if you're a Cougars fan. Bennington has some unique pressures. Looks like they're content to play this one.
Empty backfield for Duncan. Over the middle, got his man. Great grab. That's enough for a first down right at the yardage marker. Ivy again with the completion.
That's what we talked about early in the first quarter. It's not that they're not capable of throwing the football. They can get behind the chains or the sticks here a little bit. They just not the way that they prefer to play.
In motion goes Brennan, and a flag.
The first time we've seen that orbit motion, and it draws a penalty. It's
dead ball.
It's a real
Full
thing.
Start.
It's a real thing.
Number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Five-yard penalty, first down and 15 from the 26-yard line for the Cougars. Pitched outside, dropped it, but Garcia right back on it. And advanced it for no gain. Nice play there defensively.
Tyler give you a little speed option look. Pretty good job of playing both the cue and the dive.
Yeah.
that was well done.
Heineman there with the first hit of the quarterback. Did not take strong safety Lawrence long to get there.
Coach comes over and says, "Who'd you have?" "I took them both, Coach."
Back to throw. Had him open in the slot, just underthrew Jackson Drake.
Yeah, they may come back to that concept. He had the back flaring too, in which Bennington did not see, and then you had the little quick look in right there that he missed. Duncan talking to himself a little bit and his wideouts.
So third down and long, well behind the down and distance here.
A 3-by-1 here.
Whistle timeout taken by Gross.
Kind of slow to break that huddle.
Yeah.
Omaha Gross.
Not sure
First
what's
charge
in that
timeout of the
playbook
half.
for 3rd and 15s from your own 25.
Tom Van Hout, 31 and 30, 6th season at Gross. Let's go down to the field to Sean Callahan.
Guys, as I watch this game play out, it reminds me a little bit of when we'd see Elkhorn South play in Aurora. You can just see the depth differences. On the Bennington sideline, their entire offensive line is over here resting. They're in huddles. They're looking at film on the sideline. Where you've got Gross, all their guys, two-way players, not coming off the field. If you're Gross, you cannot let this Bennington depth take over. I watched Bennington earlier this year at Lincoln Pius, and it was a 7-0 game at halftime, and they just find a way to let their depth win and take over. And you know that's what, if you're Gross on that side, you've got to be aware of that and try to extend this drive out.
Yeah, they had the same thing happen against Elkhorn early in the season, where there was a late score in the end of the second quarter, and then the second half, you talk about depth taking over. I think that ended up being 41-21.
Wow. Duncan back to pass. Duncan looked deep downfield, can't get rid of it. And in there for the sack, number 63, Grant Vanderstelf.
And one more full second, that ball was coming out. Number 5 was streaking. Just couldn't get him the football. Ivy can run. That's where, yeah, he'd say it's just a good job with the pass rush. It's tough to throw with those dirty pockets.
3rd sack of the year for Dan Vanderstelf.
52, that's a good punting number, isn't it, LP?
Right. Street to kick it away. Got rid of it. Well, good patience there. And a flag on the play. Still on his feet inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line with that flag behind the play, and it's likely coming back.
Yeah, right. It's right on the first bullet or gunner, if you will. Low line drive. It's kind of a bad angle. I'm going to try to get a good clean block. You just got to let that one go.
Illegal block in the back. On the return team, number 3. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So the net gain turns out well for Gross off of the punt.
Get a chance to sit up and go play some defense here. Now, again, it's just what Sean talked about. These are the same D linemen that were just playing offense a punt ago. It's the way they like it, though.
That penalty wiped out 43 yards of field position for Bennington. Give in the backfield again. There he is again, just kind of sneaking his way through. And Culver with a gain of 9.
He's so unassuming. Really good role for what he's asked to do on this team. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. LP, you may have been able to hit that hole.
I don't know about that. Colvert again. This time kicks it outside. Goes hard into contact. Enough for the first down for Colvert.
How about him lowering his pad level? Typically don't see those plays bounce. That's pretty good vision. Doesn't see anything front side.
Bounced it right away.
Then gets right back upfield. He knows where the sticks are.
He went into contact there with the feet churning. Toss back out again, and once again, it looked like no gain, and he leans forward and picks up one, maybe two. Tackle made by Nacarelli. Sal Nacarelli.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a good old-fashioned, that's a football name. Man-to-man at the top of the screen. That's a win route.
Bird looking that way. Now he'll take the other way. Drop it to the right. Finds Connor for a short game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Jonathan Williams saw. Bird wanted to go to him, but he kind of came out as though he thought it was a run play. But Bird just improvises. And how about Connor going down and getting that one? The fingertipsies.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Spread here for the Badgers. Colbert to the right of Bird. Give is to Colbert. Steps through very near and now has the first down. Good carry again by Nicholas Colbert.
Well, there's some physicality going on up front. When you get up and you see guys adjust their helmet, their face mask, making sure it's still, yeah. Are we still good? Yeah, we're good. And here they are ready to step on the gas again. Their tempo can get you, as will the numbers.
Colbert again with the carry. Steps through that one. Sneaky little running back is Colbert, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Wow. Gain of 8.
It's really hard to appreciate until you see him when he's on, right here on top of you. Doesn't look like a ton on film until you get out here and just the subtle moves.
A little bit of combination of patience, but decisiveness, right?
Especially when he sees the crease.
Sees that he's gone, yeah. But very patient until then. Not afraid to stutter step and pump the feet, wait for the hole. There, he's got a first down.
This is an impressive drive Bennington has going because they're chewing clock and keeping those bigs out here on the field.
Owen Brennan in there on the tackle.
Yeah, he's a machine.
Yeah. You know you're a high motor guy when you lead the team in fumble recoveries.
He's always around the football.
Always around it. Goes up top, got a man there, grabbed, and a second touchdown for Isaac Connor.
Have a night, young fella. I mean, he won right away. That's a simple man beater. He got inside. Bird throws it on time. That's too easy for, you can't really appreciate Connor's size from where we are, but he is a big, long, strong kid. And he plays physical. It's constantly, when he's pushing on those vertical routes, he is constantly trying to step on your toes, right?
Yeah.
He makes you uncomfortable as a defensive back.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense number 26. A penalty is declined.
So here is Anderson to kick the extra point. The PAT is good by Vaughn Anderson. Already 107 yards receiving for Isaac Connor and 2 touchdowns. Bird drops that dime in for 6. Good start for Trey Bird, 6 of 8, 123, 2 touchdowns.
Always in complete control, isn't he? His poise, he just, maybe moxie's the word we're looking for. I mean, he's never rattled, unassuming. I mean, look at him, arms folded like, been there, done that.
Quarterback rating 286.
Is that good?
Wow. It's early, but that is good.
Is that guy good?
Yeah. A couple touchdowns already. All right, let's see what the Cougars can do now to answer. Sit deep by Lennox Hughes. Be taken right at the 3-yard line. Good return up the middle. Well, that closed in a hurry, didn't it?
Yeah.
Return there by Palladino.
I was going to tell you there's still hope for your kiddos, but I forgot they're grown. Isaac's a full foot taller than his dad.
Is that right?
It's going to provide some hope in the old Putney household, but you're good there.
We had a celebration complete with balloons and confetti when my youngest got to 5'9". So
he's looking down at you.
That's now the tallest in the family. That's impressive stuff right there.
That's a good 6 inches. That's clear sailing.
That's right. Ouch. Right up the middle goes Garcia.
Well, I think that has something to do with the fact. Who did you tell me was the best athlete in our household earlier?
Yeah, well.
Oh, there you go. Touche.
We say that every year, though. I think we were saying that when he was 12.
Take a look at the replay here. That's one of those where you want to stay right downhill as a runner. Press the point of attack until something gets you off. He hits that downhill. It's a little cleaner gain. Still second and 8.
Empty set again here for the Cougars. Duncan drops back under pressure behind him, got it away. Nice catch and a good gain of the completion to Jackson Drake, but a flag in the backfield, and we'll see what the call is.
There's a mass of humanity at Duncan's feet. I'm not sure what happened back there.
He's back there rolling those hips, trying to make sure they're okay, as he was rolled into. Oh. Killer.
Holding. Offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
Tom disagrees.
And you look at the pocket collapse here. Might have got it.
Huh.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell from their vantage point because I couldn't see the left arm. It looks bad because he's going to the ground.
Right.
I couldn't see if he pulled him down. It looked that way, but without being able to see the left hand, you just got to trust the white hat. I mean, he's got a good look at it.
Another look here.
Let's do our guys in the truck. Well, I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't call that coming in low, but maybe because of the penalty.
Here's Garcia on the outside. Tried the stiff arm, but nice play there by Cooper Mulnerick, who was having nothing.
Yeah, and he's been hobbling around since he made that tackle in front of Bennington's bench, but tough guy. And Garcia usually can get away with cutting across defender's face. You don't love it, but see how he uses that stiff arm like a jab? Menard just didn't let go. Yeah,
it's Lauritsen down. It was Kyler Lauritsen, 37, not 17, who made the play.
Yeah, there it is, the 3.
Yep. Gets off on his own.
Does that look like a cramp to you?
I think it is.
You know, because he made the play in front of their bench, and there wasn't anything leg related, but he kind of got up and he
started moving a little bit. Yeah. Third and a lot here for the Cougars. Out into the flat. Garcia drugged down.
Well, they just aren't letting him cut across their faces.
And that time it was Cooper Mulnerick with the play.
Just one play ahead. These are those, if you're Garcia, when I say cut across a defender's face, you just give him too much to deal with. Boy, that is a dangerous tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grab and pull downs, they drive me crazy, but as you know, defenders are just trying to get guys to the ground. I understand that part of it. Those are dangerous.
So putting out of his own end zone, here is John Street again.
Whoa.
High snap, got it away, but only to the 36. Spin move not going anywhere on the return by Gunnar Lime.
It's that red hazard. We're talking about danger. Really good field position. Bennington notorious for taking shot plays. How about this athleticism by the big fella? The 1.5 stepper. That's pretty impressive.
Getting away.
2-step.
That was kind of a sideways step too, which makes it even more difficult.
Now that's a really good job of handling that. You momentarily hold off points.
So 2:40 to go here before half. An important possession here for the Cougars. They don't want to fall down 2 touchdowns headed into half. Nice job defensively and leading the charge there. Sal Macarelli.
A little too much face mask there.
Yeah, flag does come in.
He is a handful. I know the Gross faithful growing a little restless
Personal
here.
foul, face mask, defense, number 61, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah. Well, had plenty of help there too.
Yeah, one team, the penalties put them behind the sticks. The others, so far, they've put them ahead of the sticks.
Right.
There's that shot play.
Here is Bird, dumps it off. Colvert again. Oh, wow, just spins out. Good gain by Colvert.
Yeah, he was looking for the little skinny post. They had the little seam. Bird thinks better of it. He goes to his check down, and Colvert does the rest. Just subtle. I mean, that's the word that I look at when I look at his moves and you watch him on huddle. Just doesn't give you a clean shot.
Quick hitter out to Jonathan Williams, who pulls it in. Williams with 567 yards receiving on the year, 5 touchdowns. Second leading receiver for the Badgers. Bring up first down and goal from the 9-yard line for Bennington.
Got to bow your neck here, at least force a field goal attempt.
Give is to Colvert, and he's driven back.
I like the word you used for him in terms of his patience. A little bit of that peekaboo style. When you run zone like that, that's part of it. It's got a fresh offensive line. Those guys hadn't been on the field since the last time the offense had the ball.
Nosbish with that last play for the Cougars, number 14, Hank Nosbish, the Mike linebacker. Keep here by Bird. Pulled down from behind. Tommy Gilbert got a piece of the jersey and yanked him down, but takes him down inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. Third down and goal.
I'm pretty impressed early on with Jack Jansen, number 57. Just a sophomore. Boy, is he good up front for these Badgers. It's 52, I'm thinking.
It's Tyler Mead. Yeah. So trips to the left. They'll give it up the middle. Pushing forward.
There's Jansen with the push. And he's playing right tackle as just a sophomore. Look at his frame. He's a little nasty.
Yeah. Came up just short. They're going to mark it at the 1-yard line, and a timeout taken by Bennington. With
It's
just
7 seconds
to
left.
go. Yeah.
First charge timeout of the half.
Look at the left side of this line with Mead and Jansen.
What are you doing here, Damon? You going for the dagger, or what are you?
Well, he's got a timeout, so you know you at least have one play.
Well, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
You bet.
That's far for me to see, that big 4th with the on the 1 to go and the ball on the 1. What are we talking about? If they were going to get, if they were going to get the ball at the half, I think it would be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But he may go for this one. His defense really starting to settle in. He's got Gross playing behind the sticks, but Gross has got to stop committing penalties to give themselves a chance.
Let's get on to Sean.
Here they go. They'll go quick.
All right, we'll wait on Sean.
The power eye here.
4th down and goal. Bird from the gun gives straight ahead. Touchdown.
Boy,
Colvert again.
How about that? Just downhill.
He had a head of speed, didn't he?
You get the sense the offensive line was tired of hearing about the other guys. Oh, that was impressive. That's not the type of run that I thought we'd see on the goal line. And Coach Leonard made his mind up.
Anderson to make it a 2-touchdown lead, and it is through. 14-point advantage now for Bennington. Solid game so far for Nicholas Colbert. 16 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Workmanlike too. With those slow bleeds, they'll tear you up. They salt clock. You got to snap it again. You got to get lined up again. It can wear on you if you let it. Well, it's hard, you know. Gross doesn't have a chance to send some of those guys up front. Well, those are both my old neighbors right there. Isn't that weird how that works?
Is that right?
Oh yeah, they live 3 doors down. Right off of Old Curtis Ave.
You have a lot of old neighbors, don't you?
Yeah, well,
people who used to live by you no longer do.
Like a vagrant.
Suddenly move away.
Yeah, I think it's me. Instead of there goes the neighborhood, there goes old DB.
7 plays, 34 yards.
Their son's been about 6'3", 215 since he was 12. Good baseball player too.
That's going to end the half. Strong finish by the Badgers. We were at 7-7 at one point. 2 second-quarter touchdowns for Bennington, and they are in control as we head to the halftime here in Class B. The defending state champs trying to go back-to-back. Let's go down to the field to Sean Callahan.
Guys, I'm with Bennington head coach Cam Leonard. Coach, you guys had the decision there. What went into the thought to go for the touchdown and go up by 14 at the half?
We're here to win a state championship, and field goals, I don't think are going to be all the thing. We need touchdowns, and we knew our guys were confident they wanted to go. Right when we came over, we called timeout. They said we're going. We trusted our guys, and they knew what they needed to do.
You guys have been a second-half team all year. Your depth has really worn down everyone. How important is it that you use that depth now here in the second half?
Going to be huge. We got to come out and just continue to be great tacklers. Can't let them have explosive plays. Just wear and wear and wear. Let our offense continue what it's always done.
All right, Coach. Best of luck second half.
Thank you so much.
Coach Leonard, appreciate your time. Sean, thank you very much. We are at halftime of the Class B title game. Bennington on top by 2 touchdowns. 21-7. This one coming on 4th and goal to end the first half.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. They all get done with the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Attachments designed to keep you moving. The Kubota BX Series with hydrostatic transmission. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live.
These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Coverage of the NSAA football championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Nebraska Corn Board, Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We are at halftime of the Class B championship. The Badgers on top of the Cougars 21-7. Now welcoming you inside here at Memorial Stadium along with the Executive Director of the Nebraska School Activities Association, Jay Beller. Good to have you with us, and thanks for taking some time here to chat with us at halftime. I know you've got just a slew of issues you continue to deal with at the high school level, and one of those is, how are you handling nil? There's so much talk at the next level, and it's beginning to trickle down into the high school level.
That's right. We're beginning to hear about it right now, and basically what we've asked our schools is to call us and let's talk through. Keep your kids out of their jersey that reverts back to their school. And, of course, don't take money for doing that because you could lose your amateur status.
Right.
And that's what we're talking about now.
It's just tough to prevent it at this point, though, I would assume.
It is, because let's face it, kids can earn money.
Yeah.
They do it all the time at when they work at their local jobs, and so they can do that too. It's just they just got to be careful in how they approach it.
Yep. Any future opportunities for high school students when you think about fine arts and unified sports and some of the other things you have coming up?
For
just future NSAA opportunities for high school students relative to the fine arts and unified sports. Any expansion there?
Yeah, we're looking at it all the time of expanding our unified in softball. Or excuse me, not softball, but for track and field. And to see if we can add the long jump this year, or the shot put. So things like that are going to be looked at all the time. The more we can do for the kids, the better off we are, and they love it, and it's being an integral part of our setting at this point in time.
A couple of personal questions for you. You watched your brother earlier today.
Yes.
Win a state championship here. He has now won more state titles as a head coach than any other school in the state has won as a program. He has 10 titles. The next closest is 9. Just talk about his impact on the Norfolk community, Norfolk Catholic, and what he's meant to football across the state.
Well, first of all, I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
He works really hard at it, and let's face it, he's been blessed. He's been blessed with good kids. He's been blessed that he's in a community that supports him as a football coach. The parents believe that he's going to do the right things, and he loves the kids. They play hard for him, and he deserves what he gets.
Yep. You made the announcement within, I think, maybe the last month or two that this is going to be your last year as the executive director of the NSAA. Talk about that decision.
It was hard. It really was, and what a great position. You get to work with a staff that's phenomenal at what they do. My board's very supportive in the decisions we make, the administrators and coaches we get to work with. I mean, that's a dream job. It really is. But sooner or later, you got to look at it in the mirror and say, enough's enough. And I look forward to the next chapter and what I'm going to do.
Well, what is that?
Yeah, that's a good question right now. It's, I joked with my wife. I said, I'm not going to do much right away, and I think I'll be pretty good at it. So we'll go from there, and if something presents itself, I'll take a look. Otherwise, I'm just going to enjoy.
Well, on a personal note, I want to say thank you because you were the executive director when we finally got bowling sanctioned as an NSAA sport, and my passion around that. So thank you for your support in that. Very much appreciated. And then from Nebraska Public Media, I just want to say thank you to not only you, but your entire staff. So supportive. You help us put on these NSAA championships, and I know a lot of the spotlight goes to Nebraska Public Media, but I don't think everyone realizes how much you do behind the scenes and your staff does behind the scenes to make this possible and successful.
Well, thank you for saying that. The Nebraska Public Media has been good for us. You've been good for us. You treat us great, and it's a team, and we work hard at it. My staff, again, I go back, they do so much behind the scenes, and sometimes I get to do these things, and they put in all the time and the work, and I kind of walk around like I know what I'm doing. But, yeah, they've been great, and you guys have been great. I thank you for your support. And I go back to bowling, and you told me at that time 85% of the bowlers aren't involved in other things. Right. And it's been awesome. It's been a great addition to what we do.
Continues to grow. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Jay Beller, soon-to-be former executive director of the Nebraska School Activities. I can't imagine that there are two brothers, Jeff and Jay, who've had a bigger impact on Nebraska sports across the state. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you to the Beller family. We appreciate it. It's halftime here at the Class B State Championship. The score right now, 21-7, Bennington on top.
Thank
you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special halftime presentation this evening. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed to give recognition to Nebraska's future leaders. We have 3 Nebraska high school seniors with us this evening. We have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to good citizenship. For their involvement in school and community service projects, Currency and the Nebraska School Activities Association would like to honor these Believers and Achievers. Presenting the Believers and Achievers Awards are Currency Representative Jim Hansen, NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller, and NSAA Board of Directors Chair Robert Drews of Arapahoe. This afternoon's first honoree is Natalie Briggs of Plattsmouth High School. Natalie is a 3.9 GPA student who participates in cross country, basketball, journalism, and track. An NCPA Academic All-State Award selection and a National Honor Society member. Natalie serves leadership roles on the Student Council, Academy Accord Leaders, and Business Advisory Board at Plattsmouth. He was a 7th place medalist in the 3,200-meter relay at the 2021 NSAA Class B State Track and Field Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Briggs. Next is Anna Janvrin of Elkhorn High School. Anna participates in volleyball, basketball, and track while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. She is an honor roll student who is the president of the Student Council and is a member of the National Honor Society, Leadership Academy, and SAD at Elkhorn. In her community, Anna volunteers at the Open Door Mission and the Food Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Janvrin. Our final recipient this evening is Maynard Larway of Elkhorn South High School. Maynard is a 4.0 student who participates in unified bowling and music. In his CPA Academic All-State Award selection, Maynard is a member of the Robotics Club, Student Council, Olympus Club, the National Honor Society at Elkhorn South. He is also a member of the MIT Semester 2022 cohort and is an active member of his church. Ladies and gentlemen, Maynard Larway. And now let's give one more round of applause to the 2022-2023 Currency Believers and Achievers, the future leaders of Nebraska.
Congratulations to our Believers and Achievers being honored for their outstanding performance in the classroom, in the community, and in athletics. We're going to step away here from Memorial Stadium. We'll come back, take a look at some highlights and stats. Halftime of the Class B title game, 21-7, Bennington on top.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit.
That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines. And it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $320,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery-powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean-burning ethanol. Corn ethanol is the climate solution we need now.
And welcome back to Nebraska Public Media's coverage of Nebraska high school state football. We're at halftime of the Class B state championship game. Sean Callahan here as Omaha Gross trailing Bennington here. It's 21-7 Badgers. We're pleased to be joined here at halftime by Assistant Director Nate Newhouse with the NSAA. He oversees football, track, also officiating. Nate, first of all, congratulations. Another successful year launching the state championships.
I appreciate that. The people at UNL do a fantastic job. Great venue, obviously, to play in something like this. The kids get a great experience, and the coaches, the fans. And when you have weather like we've had the last few days, it's a great experience.
Yeah, I was in this stadium on Saturday, and let me tell you, it would have been pleasant, and the weather gods really like the NSAA.
We got lucky on this one. I was out in Kearney Friday night for the six-man championship, and it was chilly. So good for us, good for the people here to enjoy this game. It's a tribute to what they did all year long.
Well, you guys have had the replay added in, and that's, I mean, there's not a lot of states. I believe Kevin Marr told me there's maybe only 2 other states that do that. Just how big of an asset has that been to add the replay and have that technology here at the games?
Right, so the Federation changed that rule about 3 or 4 years ago to allow for replay in the postseason only. And we've adopted it here at Memorial Stadium because of the resources. Obviously, if you don't play in a venue like this with DV Sport and Nebraska Public Media and the things that they're familiar with, it makes it a lot easier. And Kevin Marr upstairs and the rest of the replay crew couldn't do it without them. We put together a nice protocol and a nice policy, and it's gone well the last few years.
We've had record crowds last night, 8,800 for Gretna. We're thinking maybe between 5 and 6 for this Class B game. Just how pleased are you with these crowds here at Memorial Stadium this year?
Well, it says a lot about the support of football in the state of Nebraska. The fans will come out in huge numbers to support the student athletes. The schools do a great job of putting together administrations and a program to be proud of. So the state of Nebraska is about football. We're happy to be a part of that.
And you've got one of maybe the tougher jobs in the state. You're also in charge of scheduling, and your job gets challenging by the year with teams moving up, moving down, new schools being added every year as well. What goes into that process? Because it cannot be easy to please every single one of your member schools with the schedule process.
I don't know if we please anybody, but we've had to be more and more strategic over the years. Things have changed with the landscape and participation numbers. The classification process has really changed. New schools opening up. And so it leads to a unique pattern of scheduling. So this is a non-scheduling year. Next year we'll put it together again and see what it looks like in 24 and 25.
Nate, congratulations on another successful year of championship events here at Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for taking care of us, support. We always appreciate it.
All right, Larry, back upstairs.
Thank you very much, Sean. Appreciate it. We're at halftime of this Class B State Championship here at Memorial Stadium. Hey, very interesting feature on this former Notre Dame player who's in Omaha helping our next level players get ready for the next level.
Ready to go. There it is, look at that. I've lived a pretty full life for being 40, and most of that can be attributed to football. The relationships it's allowed me to create, the people that I've met, the opportunities that have fell into my lap. There it is, good. Some of the wisdom that it's given me, some of the toughness that it's given me.
Mike Goolsby was a high school All-American, a Notre Dame captain and inside linebacker, and he had a brief stint in the NFL with the Dallas Cowboys and the St. Louis Rams.
Your progression from high school to college to the NFL, and there's some wasted time there because you're trying to get caught up as far as like the football stuff, technique, keys, all those things. So I was like, man, if I could prevent a kid having to waste that time and ramp up his development, I want to do that.
My first time training with him, I actually didn't even know what a cover 2 or a cover 3 or any of that football stuff was.
I'd say the biggest thing that he first taught me was my stance, because as a D lineman, your stance and your get off means everything.
Oh, good. Sometimes it takes more to get noticed by a college coach, so Mike works with his athletes on things like building a highlight reel, preparing for camps, and navigating the recruitment process. The training is effective, and Mike says that's because it's all one-on-one.
So you can really take your time and be very particular in terms of your training. And then beyond that, you can build a closer relationship with the kid. Yeah. And that's really the fun part.
Avante Dickerson, the first athlete Mike worked with, received several Division I offers before eventually committing to the University of Oregon. During their time together, Mike developed a relationship with Avante's other mentor. Ken Fox is an Omaha police officer who has a passion for working with young athletes who come from places where violence hits hard.
I tell people all the time that, I'm a police officer, I'm here to serve and protect. But if it wasn't for sports, if I didn't play football, if I didn't go to college to play football, I probably would be robbing you because of the background and the people that raised me and the culture that was around me. Elbows in.
Now, Mike and Ken are working together to give young athletes a chance at creating a path to a brighter future through football.
Does that make sense?
My mission for kids is to get their school paid for, to get college paid for at whatever level possible.
I don't care if you make D1 athletes. If I can take a kid from North to South Omaha, the disadvantaged, and they go to an NAIA school, that's a win for me. That's the same win as if they go to Alabama, to me personally. There it is, that's it.
The core issue is that there are kids that wouldn't have the ability to pursue a higher level of training that shouldn't get lost in the shuffle. That's gonna be my focus, helping kids that are committed, that might not have the resources otherwise, and they shouldn't get shortchanged in that process.
I swear, that looks beautiful. That's a nice rep. That looks beautiful.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, halftime at the Class B State Championship, 21-7 is our score.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I got in a crash. I'm okay. I was wearing my seatbelt.
People count on you to buckle up. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Title IX, 50 years in the making.
And welcome back here to Memorial Stadium as we have Nebraska Public Media's coverage here of the Class B state championship game. Sean Callahan joined here by Omaha Gross head coach Tom Van Hout. Coach, obviously not the score you won here at halftime, 21-7. What was your message to the guys?
Yeah, we just got to settle in and play our brand of football. You know, we came out, we were pretty excited, kind of lost a little steam there in the second quarter, but, you know, refocus the guys and just play our brand of football and go out there and execute.
They have the depth advantage. You knew that going in. How do you not let that depth be a factor in the second half?
Yeah, we got to capitalize on big plays and take advantage of any of their miscues, and we just got to get juiced up for the second half and go out there and compete.
All right, Tom, good luck here in the second half.
All right, thanks, Wes.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Sean. Take a look at some highlights. We'll start the first half, and Bennington struck first on the big play and the touchdown grab by Isaac Connor. Connor would have 2 touchdowns in this first half. Cougars answered, though. Nifty little play by Owen Brennan. Brennan in there for the touchdown. That made it 7-7. And then kind of a methodical drive down the field for Bennington. Capped by the second touchdown. And then the one right before the half. And that's where we stand at 21-7. So Bennington will get this to start quarter number 3. And this is where the Cougars are going to have to buckle up.
Yeah, they call this the middle 8, right? Obviously, Bennington won the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. They get the ball. You don't want them to win the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Very underappreciated part of football right here, the middle 8.
Driven all the way back into the end zone. And they'll start at the 20-yard line. So here comes Trey Bird and that Bennington Badger offense that's averaging 40 points per game, nearly 400 yards per contest. 2 undefeated teams.
You take a look at where they're at the half at 2:18. Darn near on pace.
Cuts that back inside. Nice job by the Cougars and Tommy Gilbert. Gilbert with the tackle.
Pretty good pep in their step to start this half.
Gain of 1 brings up 2nd down and 9. Bird in the shotgun with Colvert behind him. Go the other way. Not much there. Good job from the quarterback, Jackson Drake, to make the play.
Yeah, you got to do a good job. Not, you know, 3rd and mid-range here. Long 5. Some may call it 6. Got a chance for the Cougars to get a 3 and out here and really start to try to build some momentum.
Call comes in from the sideline. Check the wristband.
Spread formation. Pistol set here makes it tough.
Picked off. Yes. Great job by Jackson Drake on the interception.
A really good job of playing coverage and staying on top of the route. Bird tried to fit one in. How about coming off a route to make a play?
Yeah.
The second time we've seen that. Looked like 4 verticals, at least 2 to the front side. Gross all over it in quarters. They may take another look at that. That looked like a good catch.
I think so too. Well, if Tom Van Hout wrote it up on the whiteboard in the locker room, this is how he would have drawn it up. Let's come out, get a stop, maybe a turnover, have possession in Bennington side of the field. Let's see if we can get something done early in the third.
These coaches so good at what they do. Van Hout, he's got his staff and his mustache, you obviously a theme for the state tournament. And Coach Lenhart doesn't look a day over 13. I mean, those antioxidants are kicking in. He's such a good hire. Right? It's booming community. It's growing, and he has been in control from day one. Real class act, both of these coaches.
So the interception stands. Back under center and out there for the Cougars. Duncan back to throw. And Duncan is dropped. Ethan Wynn with the tackle.
Gives it the little arm swing, boy, and Gross had something brewing there with that route concept. Just not enough time. I mean, this is immediate pressure. This is a big boy offensive line that Bennington is going against.
That's the 5th sack of the year for Wynn.
Yeah, he's been a handful tonight. Sometimes you make the play without making tackles, and he's getting single covered a ton here on a lot of backside stuff.
Loss of 8, second down, 18. Back to the air they go. On the out route. Stripped away at the last second. Nice play by Weston Beck.
Well, he almost fit that ball in a window.
Yeah. Ben Rice was there, but last second Beck stripped it away.
Rangy safety. Beck does a good job. He's a good tackler as well. Throws his body around. You see that Sully strap, what they wear for a lot of shoulder injuries.
Yep. Third down and long. Duncan looks into the flat. Out of his right. Under pressure. And he's going to be dropped. Sacked by Ben Gilliland. His 6th sack of the season.
It seems like Duncan's having a little, I don't know if he thinks the defenders are a little further than he thinks, or it's just closing speed from Bennington, but he's allowing guys to get to his legs in the open field, and he's usually a pretty good athlete in the open field. But how about this tackling? You see the little gator roll? You can tell they practice tackling.
Loss of 5 on the play, 4th down and 23. So John Street to punt it away. Pulled that one back in. It has been a bit of an adventure back there for Street handling the snap. Get a great roll. And wow, look at this by Street. It's going to roll inside the 5-yard line.
I put that one in the Rolodex here in store if they can manage to keep field position here.
52-yard punt in total by Street. What a play. We're at half. We'll be back.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean burning ethanol. Corn ethanol is the climate solution we need now.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom, but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, third quarter, Bennington on top 21-7. Future Badgers here at the game, rooting on the blue. So terrific punt down inside or right at the 5-yard line.
This one gets interesting in a hurry if Gross can find a way to get a 3 and out, but they're going to have to defend this. Look at the spacing on this 2-by. Going to try to create some running lanes.
Bird hands it off. There is Colvert again. Colvert out past the 5 to about the 9-yard line.
And pretty impressed with the pup, Jack Jansen. Again, just a sophomore playing next to Tyler Mead, who's a senior.
Bird back to throw. Deep again, looking for his favorite target, and Connor has it stripped away.
Well, that is some coverage. You got to have a short memory as a corner. And apparently Ben Rice has it. He just keeps battling. They've got him a couple of times. Watch him go up and get this one. Connor is a big kid.
Great effort.
That is a fantastic effort right there.
3rd and long. Pump fake. Downfield again. Had him wide open.
We talked about Rice earlier. You know, you watch him on huddle. He takes some chances, and Bennington knows that. They got him on a double move. Bird just left that one long. Little sit down. Actually not, just the change of speed.
Just waited for Rice to react and blew by him.
He was going to try to jump that route at the sticks.
Lennox Hughes in to punt it away. Hughes averages 33 per punt, gets that one away. Nice punt back into Gross territory. That's going to take a nice Bennington roll.
That drives me crazy.
Yeah, letting it go over your head. Extra yardage. That's a 51-yard punt.
So far, the play of this half, though, was the saving of the snap and the punt. You've managed to shift field position. And still, it's a good starting spot. 37-yard line going in, still down 2 scores. You've got to find a way to get your ground game going without always having to run it on 1st down. Getting a little predictable there, but Gross has got to be who Gross has been for these first 12 games.
Official yardage 53 on that last punt. From deep in their own territory. So here comes Gross. Back to throw again goes Duncan. Has a man, pulls it in. Nice grab by Jackson Drake.
I like some of their offensive concepts. They've had guys open. Well, Duncan just hasn't had a ton of time. That front 4 for Bennington has dealt them fits. This is a good ball. Look at him stand and deliver.
Right in between the defenders. Here is the carry by Garcia. Not much there, maybe a couple.
They have done a good job with him. I don't like so much east to west as north to south with Garcia. They've got to get back to downhill run game with him. This Bennington defense can flat out run. They are fleet of foot.
Garcia came into this game with 1,850 yards on the ground. And tonight, Garcia, 13 carries, 38 yards.
Just 2.9 per.
Goes deep, has a man out there. That's Rice, and tipped away at the last second.
But show him the range.
Yeah, what a great last-second tip by Lime.
Yeah.
Lime.
Oh, going to get it. Look at him high point this ball the whole way. That's good closing speed. Ball hung in the air just a little long, but how about this? That's a thing of beauty. He had Rice.
Well, he had the defender beat by 5 yards.
Well, that's why you got to do your 1 of 11. You bail your buddies out.
Yeah.
Total team game is football. Make no mistake about it. Another 3rd and long here for Gross.
Over the middle, intercepted. Stepped in front of the pick. That is Lane Bover with the interception down inside the 35-yard line.
Seen that 1,000 times. That quarterbacks just don't see those inside linebackers getting hooked to curl. I know you think he's right there, but he doesn't think he's making this play. That is a really good job by a backside hook to curl inside guy making a play. 1 of 11 is a real thing. He's just doing his job.
Yeah. Well, that slipped out of his hand.
Yeah.
Just came right out of his hand awkwardly.
And that's the second or third time that's happened tonight. I don't know. The ball looks a little slick, but it might just be HD. What do I know?
So right back to it. Bird with the keep. Thought about pitching late. Decided better. And a nice job defensively. Leading the charge there for Gross is Ethan Lee.
We haven't called his name in a while. He's a good player. Hard nose.
Nosbish was also there.
Kind of a classic runner hitter, too.
Yeah,
Not a big guy.
Yeah. Loss of 2, second down and 12. Very defensive third quarter thus far. Out to Williams, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a gamble Gross took, too, trying to beat that block inside. Williams was almost out of the back gate. You have to be careful about leveraging, leveraging the ball and not the block. Stay outside the ball. That one was en route to being a big one. Owen Brennan had a heck of a night. He has been busy, both offensively and defensively. I mean, he looks like a football player.
Third down and 12. Trey Bird to throw. Bird under pressure, steps up. Bird out in the flat, off 1 foot. Caught by Colvin, what a grab. And Colvert down inside the 20.
You watch Bird warm up. He does these kinds of things all the time. Look at the arm angle and where this ball is delivered. I mean, come on. That was almost as good as Flores last night on the 50-yarder.
Yeah.
These quarterbacks, they just get good tutelage.
First and 10, out to Williams again. Oh, wide open. Look out. Here goes Williams down to the 5.
They see something there. They're trying to play that inside out, and they just don't have the numbers. You have to leverage that ball. All of a sudden, it seems like Bird is in a little bit of a groove right now. That was a heck of a play. I don't even know if he had his foot on the ground when he got that away to Covert.
And here he is, Colvert with the carry, steps inside and walks in.
So patient.
Nicholas Colvert with the touchdown. And Bennington now up 3 touchdowns.
So patient. Doesn't look like much. Just smooth to the hole. He waits for his crease to develop, then he hits it.
Here is the point after attempt. Vaughn Anderson got it. 28-7, 3-touchdown lead. 2 of those touchdowns coming from Nicholas Colvert. 64 yards on the ground on 19 carries for Colvert.
All made possible by the legs and awareness of Trey Bird. I told you, he knows where everybody is on the field, and that was a prime example of it.
A couple of nice plays there by Colvert on that drive.
Such a weapon in the receiving game, too. Forces you to account for where he is at all times. Boy, the luxury of getting to coach your guys up on the sidelines.
Right. End over end, it'll bounce once. Taken at the 11 by number 11, and not much there for Joe Rempe. But check that, that's Jackson Drake on the return.
It's easy for us to say up here, but you cannot panic. You've been a patient team all year. You just can't get outside of who you've been. Even 3 scores is 3 scores. You got to play your style. It'll be 4 before you know it if you're not careful.
So Garcia behind Colby Duncan. Give is to Garcia with a stiff arm, tries to get wide, and Molnaric is not going to let him get wide.
These guys are just too good. You can't play across defender's face. I keep saying it, and I see what Garcia is seeing. He's been able to do that up to this point in the season, but these guys are just too good.
Loss of 3 on the last play. 2nd down, 13. Out into the flat, picked off the turf. Diving forward, back near the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
We've had a lot of these, right, so far for Omaha Gross. 3rd and longer than 7. There just hasn't been a ton of manageable 3rd downs for this football team tonight. They've made a living these first 12 games, just churning out yards, moving the sticks.
And it's been difficult for the Cougars to get any sort of drive put together. The one touchdown came off of the big play. Went for it on 4th down, got out the backside and went the distance. It's really been their only big play. Everything else has just been a struggle. Pressure again. Pulled down. Pop out there in the corner. That's Molnaric delivering the hit again.
We've called his name a ton.
4th down. The Cougars will turn it over on downs. Pulled it down again, but here comes the pressure and got it away somehow. Fair catch was called for, and he was run into. The question is, was he blocked in?
Absolutely.
Yep. And that's why no flag came out.
Good job of officiating right there, too. Boy, hats off to that young man. I tell you what. Is that what you signed up for?
Had to navigate some snaps, hasn't he?
Yeah, when Street took, it's like, hey, listen, guys, take it easy on me.
Got him out of a hole a couple of times. Had the 53-yarder earlier. Another nice punt there. 44 yards. Oh, back to it goes Bennington. Colvert again. Patience. Just it's that little choppy chop step until he explodes into full speed, and that chop allows him to.
For a guy that doesn't look like he's moving extremely fast, you never get a ton to hit clean. Like, look at this ground level. How about this camera angle? I mean, that's just a little sidestep. Falling forward.
Short.
He's a good one.
Choppy steps allow him to react so quickly as well.
It's funny. I always, listen to people talk about this football team. I always hear a lot about what he isn't. I know what he is, and that's productive.
Football player, right? That was first down, no gain by Colvert. Closest game that Gross has played this year was way back in September. It was that win over Elkhorn, 21-14. And they're on the opposite side of one here.
And Bennington had a tough one against Waverly. So
right.
It's like those two schools always go back and forth. It's a quality program that Coach Lynn Hardy, it's a well-oiled machine right now.
Scramble on the last play by Trey Bird brings up 3rd down and 6 after the gain of 4. Connor at the top of the screen. Give them up the middle. Tommy Gilbert crashing in there again. That's going to be a short gain. We'll see what Bennington does here. Likely punt it away at midfield. And here comes the punt team.
Yeah, Coach Leonard just content to play the percentages there.
Up by 3 touchdowns. Gross really has not been able to consistently get any sort of offense going against this defense. I would think you'd be very content to sit on this 3 touchdown lead, 21-point lead.
I'll tell you, these obvious passing situations have really turned this front 4 for Bennington loose as well.
Fair catch called for at the 25. Mark it at the 24. Palladino pulled that in. Let's see what the Cougars can get going here. With 1:45 remaining in the 3rd, if they're going to make a move, it needs to be now.
The 3rd quarter kind of blew by. Just a minute 45 left.
Yep.
It didn't seem like there was a ton of action, and before you know it, it's gone. I mean, that's really just a 65-yard quarter for Bennington.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sitting at 276. I think they had 218 at the half. Massive little off, but right in the fingers.
Fake in the middle, has the man over, but then goes up top, and that's going to be intercepted. Or is it pulled away? Incomplete.
They may take a look at this.
Yeah, because Jackson Drake thinks he kept it off the ground and has it.
It's really good officiating crew. They'll take a look at it.
He's going to say, look at it up there.
And that's the worst thing you can do to officials.
That's so true. Watch. Off the knee, kept alive.
Well, he caught it.
Yep. That's going to be Gretna's ball. They're going to take a look at the replay on this one.
Yeah, he caught that.
That's why we have replay.
Well, that's fantastic concentration. Yeah, they're going to buzz down. Well, he's a cool customer, isn't he, Coach Van Out?
Yeah.
The previous play is under further review.
One of those mustaches, you're probably a pretty cool customer. It'll take me a couple of years to even grow that. Fantastic job.
Yeah, all the way around. Here's another look. This is what they'll be looking at under the hood. So there's the interception, ripped out.
Off his shin. Yeah, that's a catch.
That is definitely a catch. Everybody in Memorial Stadium can see it on the big screen.
So you see Bennington's defense kind of walking towards the 50-yard line. They're angling on down.
So now the official will take a couple of looks at it. One to confirm that it was a catch, and then 2 looking for ball placement.
Yeah, the spot, maybe. Look at this in super slow movement. Off his inside knee. Boy, that is some job of concentration.
Yeah, reeled it in. That's right at the 50.
That wasn't even as close as I thought. He didn't even really have to get the fingertips under that one. He was animate from the get-go, too.
This angle is probably to give you the spot, I would imagine. They've already confirmed that he caught it. Ripped out of there. Look at that.
We've got some views, don't we?
It was, and that was loose before he hit the ground. So.
Yeah, they're writing it down. That looks about the 49-yard line, 49 and a half. You're the one that got the 2 inches in the afternoon game.
Yeah,
which was unbelievable. Oh, this is a good crew, really good crew.
After further review, the call in the field is overturned. It was a completed catch by Gross at the 50-yard line. It'll be first down and 10.
Yeah, you've got to really do something with this now.
Yep. So right at the 50 is the spot. Midfield for the Cougars with 1:36 to go. An important drive for Gross. Trips at the top. Duncan looks downfield, rolls to his right. And that one's going to be picked off. Weston Beck steps right in front.
He knows exactly what's going on the whole time.
Yeah.
He's in control as a DB.
Probably going to have an unsportsmanlike.
I mean, he saw this as long as Duncan saw it.
Yeah, you're right. I think he saw Colby Duncan had nowhere to go, saw the receiver coming back, broke on it, picked it off. We'll hear what the call is.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, Bennington, number 3, 15-yard penalty, still first down.
Look where Beck comes from. I mean, he's making a beeline.
Just waiting, right? Just waiting on it.
That is number 3's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if he thought he handed the ball to the quarterback. It's not what happened, but if you had a bad angle, maybe that's what you thought happened.
We had a similar one last night, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, kids, they're not trying to show anybody up. It's the, you know, it's the state finals.
Yeah.
It's not in anyone's face.
Over the middle, complete to Williams.
Well, they're going for the KO.
Great pass there by Trey Bird, right into the hands of Jonathan Williams.
Going with a little tempo. I guess I'd call this pace more than tempo. Still going to check and look to the sidelines.
Pace is a little slower than tempo?
I think pace is how long you want to get lined up. Tempo is the rhythm and kind of which they're calling the plays. You see they've got Connor now in the slot. I know they like that matchup.
Colvert again. And now the yards are coming in chunks for the Badgers.
See, when you put 2 in the slot, you're going to draw a pair of eyeballs. You're going to get the safety and the adjuster or the flat defender. Gross kind of in that one high look.
Very near a first down to the carry by Colvert. They're going to say third down at about a half yard. See if Bennington gets a snap off here in the third or if we move to the fourth. 15 seconds to go.
Well, they have really found a way to neutralize a great player like Nacarelli.
That's going to be enough for a first down. Still on his feet, spinning. Another nice gain for Nicholas Colvert. And that is going to do it for quarter number 3. 28-7 is the score. Bennington led it at the half by 2 touchdowns. They extend that lead here in the third.
Have you heard about FAFSA?
It's like a form you fill out.
Fill it out and you get money for college.
Easiest way to get money for college, hands down.
FAFSA. It's a life hack.
It's your way in.
So you want to help me pay for college? I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Definitely. How is this not trending on all the things?
It took me like 30 minutes to fill out.
So easy.
How much am I gonna get? This is a hidden gem.
Fill out your FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Drink water, buckle up, fill out your FAFSA.
After concussion, returning to the classroom is a priority of the NSAA. All brains return to learn. Not all brains return to play.
After recognizing that an athlete has suffered a concussion, it is important to monitor the symptoms in the classroom before allowing the athlete to return to extracurricular activities.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course once every 3 years.
More information is available on our website, nsaahome.org. Student athletes are students first, athletes second.
Minutes to go here in the contest. Class B state championship, the final of 6 title games we've had for you here on Nebraska Public Media over the last 2 days. Along with Sean Callahan down in the field, Damon Benning up here. I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us as we begin the final 12 minutes of play.
There it is. The level of creativity from the fan base. I've never ceased to be amazed.
First down and 10. Spins out of the tackle, but no gain there on the carry by Colvert. And now we've got another unsportsmanlike penalty as there's some talk going on, and our White Hats trying to keep things under control.
Well, when the hands don't move, there's a couple of words, not to go all George Carlin, but there's a couple of words that you just cannot say. Officials are well aware, and there will be zero tolerance.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 44, 15-yard penalty, results in a first down.
Boy, most of those have been going against the Gross Catholic Cougars here tonight.
And so much goes on here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he didn't use the ground to get up, which is what they ask you to do. But, I mean, you're looking at the penalties, and they are escalating for that is 6 for 65.
Yeah. Fairly one-sided. Little pump fake there by Bird, rolling to his right. Throws that one away.
Not so much that, because Bennington, I think, has got the 4 for 42. It's one team can better deal with loss on the offensive side of the ball than the other. Well, his expression, there's no reason to adjust your television. No, his expression has not changed. Coach Linhart looks the same regardless. His team plays that way too. It's that quiet confidence.
Regardless of the decade as well.
Yeah.
Ball on the ground, and Bird covers it up. It's going to bring up 3rd and 17 after a loss of 7. Go down to the field to Sean Callahan.
Guys, you saw Trey Bird make that recovery there. You look at this Bennington team and what he's done for their program. If they win tonight and hold on, he'll be 25-0 as a starting quarterback here at the high school ranks, putting himself in some pretty rare company in Class B with that record.
That's certainly impressive.
He's just the type of player you want to play with. He always lets you think he's got it under control.
Hits it out into the flat. Here's the stiff arm out there by Taffa, and Taffa is driven back, get the 7 yards back, but now brings up 4th down.
How about Bird throwing just his 4th interception of the season tonight?
Yeah, right?
He doesn't give it to you much.
It's against 33 touchdowns.
Would you take that ratio? I'm not sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Here is Anderson for the field goal attempt. That is up, and it is good by Anderson.
I've seen some good plays kicking across the board.
(31-7) Bennington in control here early in the fourth, 10:18 to go as the Badgers looking for their second consecutive state championship. They hadn't won one since 1989 until last year when they captured the Class B title, and now just minutes away from making a back-to-back. We talked about the outstanding kicking that we've seen. That game last night, just to revisit it, truly one of the best games that we've ever seen, certainly in a championship game, but in the playoffs in high school football in Nebraska.
Yeah, it's amazing just to be a part of it. And you know, both squads, they spent a lot of times. And you know, Coach Lamonjoy says your special teams is a reflection of who you are as a football team. And if he's right about that, which I believe him to be, then both those teams you saw last night are well oiled.
So much buzz on social media about the performance of Tristan. I would imagine you've seen that throughout the season, or was that just a special night?
The underappreciated part of that is Marty Mormino, who's our punter holder, and Will DePuter, who's our snapper. I was joking earlier, we called them the Three Musketeers. They spend so much time together, and they cheer for one another and support one another. You see some lumber being laid here on the kickoff return, and it's part of it. You can't underestimate a good snap and a good hold. It is nothing to be taken for granted.
Lamonji made that point in the postgame last night. He talked about the Three Musketeers and how many thousands of hours that they drill.
All they do. We've got a fantastic special teams coach and Mike Jernigan, and he gets some help from Coach Moravec with those kickers. A ton of time they spend. How about that ball?
Fired to the near sideline. Out of reach, intended for Miller Ivy.
I really like Ivy. He's got a lot of talent. Got some upside.
Ivy is a junior, 5'8", 160.
As is Colby Duncan. They will be a good battery mate next year. Play some pitch and catch. You're gonna have to rebuild that offensive line, though. That's for sure. 26 seniors.
Yeah. Here's the handoff right up the middle. There's one of the rare times Garcia's been able to get loose. Still loose. Out near midfield, and a nice carry by Jake Garcia.
That's how they got it. That's boy, Nacarelli.
Oh boy.
Was that Sam?
I think it was. There was something happened there afterwards to entice that from.
Well, he came from a long ways away. I don't know if he'll be participating with us anymore. The frustration is mounting.
Yes, it is.
Cooler heads need to prevail.
Carson Almgren still.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, gross. 15-yard penalty, still first down.
Fortunate to be participating.
61's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the game.
It is Nacarelli up.
Good downhill run from Garcia, breaking tackles. Finding a way to get back vertical here. I don't know what he didn't like.
There's something, huh? Yeah, I'm with you, David. I'm surprised that he's still in the game.
Yeah.
Because there didn't seem to be anything obvious that would have precipitated that reaction, even if it was words, and it certainly wouldn't have warranted that.
Boy, they're gonna have to reel this one in.
Yeah. Some stuff going on after whistles, and
I mean, I can understand it without condoning it. This senior bunch up front, they spent a ton of time together. This is everything they've worked for, and just frustrated tonight. This is a great Bennington team they're playing against, well coached. Frustration starting to show here.
Back to pass. Little pump fake there by Duncan, goes the other way. Sidearms it out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
The crowd is kind of a little edgy.
Yeah. Get a little tense here, didn't it? Intensity picked up.
Yeah, for as much as a 31-7 game could be with 8:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Curious to see if Sean can get some insight into what happened down there.
Out of the flat, caught, and a 1st down. Nice grab again by Ivy, Miller Ivy.
Good looking kid. About the versatility of this defense. A lot looks the same, the coverages aren't. That front 4 just gets after you.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing there for Duncan. He fires that away in the general vicinity of a receiver. 2nd down.
Yeah, Duncan, they just haven't been through this year. You know, Duncan is usually in command, and he's handing the ball off, and they're high-fiving, and he's getting to run play action, and his receivers are getting involved. And just hasn't been a lot of that. This Bennington bunch is here for the long haul.
Quick slant, nice grab. Great throw, good catch by Brennan.
How tough is 26? I mean, he's bringing it on defense. He's been their offense. Again, way to stand in the pocket. When he steps into the ball, he delivers a good ball. Brennan continues his night with yards after the catch.
We'll get arrested.
Good effort intended for Miller Ivy.
Had 2 good players right there. Ivy can play, and you know how I feel about Beck.
Yep.
Our best against your best. How about the concentration?
Brings up 2nd down.
You can tell Beck had a little edge to him. He looked at the intros, and everybody's got their gesture.
Yeah.
Beck meant business. Oh.
Ripped down. Nice play there by Heineman, whose number we've called a lot tonight.
He's for a long guy. He uses his pad level low, and he's really good with his hands. When you have those kind of levers, that arm length, just watch him use his hands. Little limp shoulder right there, and he closes the deal.
Third down and long upcoming here for the Cougars. Under pressure, rolling to the right. Did he get rid of it? Incomplete pass.
There's that man again. That get back to the line of scrimmage?
So that brings up now 4th down and 15.
Hasn't been a lot of winning downs on 3rd down and now 4th down for this Gross offense all night. Been behind the sticks.
There's our attendance tonight, 5,068. Good attendance for a Class B game. Last night, 8,800.
Boy, that seemed low.
It did seem low. This entire Gretna side was packed. The lower bowl was just completely full. You probably got to look across
Dead
that
ball.
all night, didn't you?
Delay game. Offense, number 4. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
So that brings up 4th now and 20. After the delay of game call. This one seems to be dragging along, Damon.
Yeah.
Over the middle, through the fingertips of Owen Brennan. And they'll turn it over on downs, and now the Badgers will go to work on the ground.
Yeah. Sublime reference in there somewhere. This Gross football team has seen better days. It has been a struggle for this offense since basically halfway through the first quarter. A couple key penalties. They just really couldn't hit their stride.
There you see the 25-game winning streak that they entered tonight with. Their last loss was 2 years ago. That was against Plattsmouth in the second round game of the playoffs.
Yeah, Plattsmouth was going to be part of your trivia question that I didn't give you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Who was the last football team to beat both Gross and Bennington?
There it is. I think it was in 2020 that Plattsmouth beat Bennington.
Did you watch your own telecast? That's courtesy of Coach DeZerce. No, it's a Plattsmouth thing. You wouldn't understand.
No, I do.
One of the good ones. Great thing about doing these broadcasts, a lot of coaches sitting around watching. My whole West Side staff at Coach Lamanji's house tonight without me.
Oh, steps through the tackle.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Choppy.
I was trying to explain his style after watching all this huddle tape and what makes him unique, and I don't yes, there's the patience, there's kind of the smooth to the hole, there's the subtle moves, but you know what I think it is? He's constantly gaining ground. He's always moving forward. Keeps you in good situations, manageable downs. He can catch the football. He's been good in pass protection.
There's Colvert again, has some room to the outside. Little stutter step. Wow.
Nice. He almost comes out of the back end.
Colvert now over 100 yards on the evening. Now 29 carries, 116.
You see him with the quick peekaboo backside, like he's not going there. He just.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but it is a thing of beauty to watch. And he is in sync with his bigs up front.
And they will just keep running this here in the 4th, up by 3 touchdowns. Another first down for Nicholas Colvert. .122 on 30 carries for Colvert. Average up over 4 yards per carry.
And it's been a slow bleed. His longest run from scrimmage is
11.
Just 11 yards. Can appreciate his smaller stature, boy. He can carry the mail.
Cuts that back up. Wow, breaks a couple of tackles in the backfield. Turns that upfield for a gain of 3, and what could have been easily a loss of 3.
This is a tired front that he's seeing, but I tell you what, I know business getting through this crease. His legs just constantly going. He gets a little dap right there from his staff.
There's a keep. Carry by Bird. Inside the 20. Another first down.
A little QB counter. We've seen zone, 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 and then all of a sudden here comes Bird. Meade, Jansen out there pulling. Underappreciated offensive line play tonight. It's a good football. You don't crank out all these offensive yards. It's not just a cute system. I mean, this offensive line is pretty good.
Backfield now, along with Trey Bird, is Quentin Archer. And also the carry here by Ben Parsons. Check that. That was a keep. It was Trey Bird keeping it. Looked like Parsons. It's a good fake.
Told you, crafty.
Yeah, thank you.
Look at the replay. The dive option action. Come on. Yeah. He's not pitching that ball, but he lulls you to sleep.
Quentin Archer's number 4, junior running back. And 15 is Owen Douglas.
Slow dive action. Just move the pile. Nacarelli at the bottom there fighting like crazy. You do not want to be at the bottom of the pile. That's a lot going on.
Carry there was Ben Parsons down to the 1. Parsons still in there. Back in is Colvert. There is Parsons. And Parsons punches one in the state championship game.
More laundries out here in the end zone. I didn't see what happened, but it's a mess back there in the end zone.
Chippy to say the least.
Yeah.
I will hear about it again.
Result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, gross. A 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. That is 12's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the game.
That one was on Ethan Lee.
There's 9 penalties for soon to be 100 yards. Let's see what happens. Up.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some conversation about this, huh?
You know, listen, I'm Coach Van Hout. He's trying to talk to his guys just to settle them down. He knows what they played for. He knows what this season meant to these seniors. But this isn't the way that I think this isn't how they've been coached to play.
Right.
You know, he's had to keep his composure. I know he's frustrated. He's done a good job. And constantly encouraging. I mean, it's what this staff has done during this tenure.
So they'll kick it from the gross 45 after the 15-yard penalty is marked off. Evan Utek to kick it away for the Badgers. Just rips that through. 2:48 to go, 38-7. Bennington in control.
This is a big class for Bennington. Big senior class for Gross, but not big in terms of overall team depth. It's 51 guys. And Bennington will do that in their scrappy work in practice.
Right.
Look at the sideline difference.
Yeah, it's significant.
Looking for a huddle here.
You heard Shane say off the top that Bennington, one of the larger
Timeout.
classes, B, and
Omaha
Gross, one of the smaller.
First charge timeout of the half.
Well, that's the first timeout that's been used.
Let's go down to Sean.
Guys, something too to watch. The NSAA in the membership, they're kind of talking about the future numbers of enrollment for Class A boys, the cutoff number. And right now, I believe it's 450. And there's a thought that they could move it up to 500. And that would keep Bennington in B. It would keep Scottsbluff in B, and it maybe could move a few other schools down to B that are currently in A. So the NSAA, just with the growing number of schools around the Omaha and Lincoln areas, it's really kind of the top of B, a big question of kind of what direction it will go. And as of now, Bennington could stay B for several more years, depending on what they decide to do with that boy overall cutoff number.
It's a great point. Handoff up the middle. Here is Garcia with the carry.
He'll be back next year, along with his quarterback, Colby Duncan. Weston Miller, Ivy will be back.
Looking downfield, gets rid of it.
Well, 76 is been a nightmare tonight if you're a Badger fan. .64", 215. Weston has he'll rest easy tonight. Might call him resting.
Kicked it outside. Garcia with two of his better carries on these last couple of plays. Had just 70 yards prior to that run on a long of 20, 16 carries. Picks up a first down on this and into Badger territory.
Yeah, he just didn't want to go out of bounds, did he?
Garcia again. No good support. Nice pop by Owen Douglas. Right quarterback. Gain of 1. Out of the empty set, out of the flat. Right at the marker. It's just going to be about a yard short of the grab by Rice.
I liked watching him on film. He plays hard. Get that frame.
Yeah.
He gives you all of it too.
Garcia leans forward. That's enough for a first down. Target complete by Ivy. Miller Ivy with the grab. Inside 50 seconds to go here in the contest.
Another tackle by Menard.
Question coming in was, could Gross keep up with this depth, and what would that look like as the game went on? And I think we got our answer.
Yeah. Menard's going to lead them in tackles tonight. Right now he's sitting at 9 with 6 solo. Gillen's got 7. Heineman was 6. Would you be surprised if I told you the time of possession difference is only 2 minutes?
Yeah, I would. Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 23 minutes and some change to 21 and some change. Both teams have converted 5 third downs, 1 of 11, 1 of 13.
Third down. Complete once again to Miller Ivy. Weston Miller Ivy. A-Y-I-V-I. Ivy.
Does Colford seem like a 31 carry a night guy to you?
Yeah.
Boy, that happened in a hurry.
But like you said, he doesn't really, you don't really square up on him.
Yeah, he didn't take a ton of big hits.
No pride on the line here for Gross. Thrown to the ground again. There is Heineman.
He's kind of nonchalant with those tackles too. Like he just expects to make them. And that's how you know he's had a lot of success. And we finally see a smile from Coach Lenhart.
Timeout. Omaha Gross.
He's starting to watch
Second
his
charge
back.
timeout
You see
of the
that? Continue to look back to make sure nothing's coming.
Yeah, he's just lucky that temp hasn't dropped, but it's going to be cold regardless.
Yes, it is. It's sitting in there somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming in the game. So second down, 9 to go. Duncan has him open. Nice grab. And the touchdown for Jake Garcia. A little bit of pride involved right there in that one.
Find him out of the backfield. Like I said, when he steps into the butts, good catch too. He throws a good ball when he steps into it. Garcia just a sophomore. He'll be back.
Alex with the extra point try. That is through.
The extra point is good. With 22 seconds remaining in regulation. It's Bennington 48, Gross Catholic 14.
22 seconds left to go. Bennington.
Was Garcia a senior? Have I thought he was a sophomore this whole time?
Got him down as a senior.
Well, why didn't you correct me, Larry?
Well, originally I thought you were talking about Miller Ivy.
No.
The last time I thought, yeah, he's a senior.
I stand corrected. I'm still impressed.
Absolutely.
But I will tell you, this whole time I thought he was a sophomore. Even watching him all season long, and I watched those guys from about week 4 on. Maybe I should have said it out loud more. But like most things, all the good stuff happens in my head.
So after the touchdown, Bennington looking for the onside here. Hands team up front. I'll take it deep.
Yeah, that's one of those. You know, you kind of go back and forth with the unwritten rules. You don't onside that.
Yeah. watch. You saw, just in case, Bennington was ready.
Be caught ill prepared.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
A lot of guys
Ball
getting
be
a
placed at
chance
the
to play
35-yard
now.
line. First out.
Weston Heineman, by the way, is the one sneaking up with the Gatorade bucket.
He's got the most size to probably be able to carry that thing.
And here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, they're going to get it good.
Oh, he backed right into it.
Right on him. There it is. That's going to do it. Back-to-back state titles for the Badgers and a 26-game winning streak.
Special bunch.
The final. Bennington, 38.
Special bunch, LP.
Medals and trophies when we come back. Stay with us.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
Live sports and documentaries are part of the valued services from Nebraska Public Media. Fans of high school and college sports have a great way to ensure these programs will continue. Join the Nebraska Public Media Sports Partners Club. This is your home for Husker Volleyball, Big Red Wrap-Up, and high school championships. Log on to nebraskapublicmedia.org/sportspartners and explore the benefits of joining. With your support, sports action will stay right here all year long. And thank you.
That way the flavors will marry nicely.
Doesn't that look good?
There's still places to discover.
It just absorbs you.
Get here fast.
That was a new experience.
We're just getting started.
Nebraska Public Media is proud to bring FNX First Nations Experience to its channel lineup. FNX First Nations Experience is the first and only national over-the-air broadcast television network devoted to Native American and World Indigenous content. You can watch FNX First Nations Experience free over the air with an antenna. Viewers may need to rescan their television to receive all 5 of Nebraska Public Media's television channels over the air. For the FNX program schedule, visit nebraskapublicmedia.org/schedule.
Coverage of the NSAA football championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Nebraska Corn Board, Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Yeah, it's going to be a chilly one. That went right down
got
the
him
back.
flush.
That got him good. State champs never felt so good, though. Let's go ahead to Richard Broderson for medals and trophies.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSA Executive Director Jay Beller, NSA Board of Director Thomas Lee from Omaha Westview. And now, here are the awards for runner-up, Omaha Gross Catholic High School. Head coach Tom Van Out and assistants will present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 1, Charlie Palladino. Number 2, Jason Wunderlich. Number 3, Jaden Bowen. Number 4, Colby Duncan. Number 5, Weston Miller Aivi. Number 6, Alec Cogswell. Number 8, Bryson Sargent. Number 11, Joe Rempe. Number 12, Ethan Lee. Number 13, Jackson Drake. Number 14, Hank Nosbish. Number 15, Gail Rempe. Number 16, Jacob Heffelfinger. Number 17, Braden Herring. Number 18, Gavin Patriel. Number 19, Josh Sheard. Number 21, Brady Robbins. Number 22, Daniel Cogswell. Number 23, Robbie Brennan. Number 24, Shane Killian. Number 26, Owen Brennan. Number 27, Robert Greenhagen. Number 28, Tim Fairman. Number 29, Akuth. Number 32, Calvin Roberts. Number 34, Jake Garcia. Number 35, Nate Pekar. Number 36, Peter Ginn. Number 40, Carson Kochel. Number 41, Alex Cossey. Number 44, Tommy Gilbert. Number 48, Nicholas Maldonado. Number 50, Cooper Capisi. Number 51, Luis Tule Martinez. Number 52, John Street. Number 54, Sam Canova. Number 55, Sebastian Nava. Number 58, Gabe Hardesty. Number 61, Sal Nacarelli. Number 64, Noah Ernest. Number 65, Ryan Weiss. Number 68, Ryan Sturr. Number 69, Christian Anderson. Number 71, Daniel Wilson. Number 72, Carson Almgren. Number 73, Luke Davison. Number 76, Vincent Linder. Number 77, Casey Braun. Number 81, Ben Rice. Number 82, Seth Roos. Number 88, Evan Rexon. And number 90, Stephen Ginn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2022 NSAA Class B State Football Runner-Up Trophy.
Great season for Gross. Certainly you can see the disappointment right now, but 12-0 regular season, they'll look back on that. And a great season for Omaha Gross. Let's go back to Rich.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the champions, Bennington High School. Head coach Cameron Linhart, we have a special award for you. Coach Linhart and assistants will present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. We begin with number 1, Andrew Parrish. Number 2, Isaac Connor. Number 3, Weston Beck. Number 4, Quentin Archer. Number 5, Gunnar Lim. Number 6, Houston Hill. Number 7, Sebastian Turner. Number 8, Jonathan Williams. Number 9, Evan Utek. Number 10, KJ Taffa. Number 12, Jose Makose. Number 13, Trey Bird. Number 14, Gavin Olson. Number 15, Owen Douglas. Number 16, Benjamin Parson. Number 17, Cooper Milaric. Number 18, Peyton Sandman. Number 19, Jackson Dumont. Number 20, Nick Colbert. Number 21, Benjamin Jorgensen. Number 22, Bo Pick. Number 24, Caden Anderson. Number 25, Cleet Searcy. Number 26, Gabriel Burgee. Number 27, Alexander Foltz. Number 28, Guido Bledgy. Number 30, Rashid Hamid. Number 31, Von Anderson. Number 32, Hudson Newverth. Number 33, Ethan Roop. Number 35, Benjamin Gilliland. Number 36, Lane Bover. Number 37, Kyler Lawrenson. Number 39, Nicholas Deo. Number 42, Tyler Crawford. Number 43, Colin Nemechek. Number 45, Morgan Schumann. Number 46, Jackson Andrews. Number 47, Jace Fitzgerald. Number 48, Lennox Hughes. Number 50, Logan Vanisek. Number 52, Tyler Mead. Number 53, Dakota Burnt. Number 55, James Miller. Number 56, Seth Kaufman. Number 57, Jack Jensen. Number 58, Gail Kaufman. Number 60, Ethan Wynn. Number 62, Dylan Gossart. Number 63, Grant Van Arsdale. Number 64, Gage Koso. Number 65, Eric Martinez. Number 67, Ethan Allgood. Number 68, Charlie Swoboda. Number 70, Jack Homan. Number 71, Troy Lee. Number 73, Jacob Strader. Number 75, Owen Tell. Number 76, Weston Heineman. Number 77, Tyler Rice. Number 78, Jack Pullman. Number 79, Eric Maroney. Number 83, Steven Cahoon. Number 85, Aiden Smith. Number 87, August Neary. Number 88, Elliot Anderson. Number 91, Hudson Foreman. Number 92, Tyson Fleischman. Number 96, Christopher Tyler. And number 97, Mason Moore. Presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual of Nebraska is Vice President of Communications and Marketing, Jess Rustad. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2022 NSAA Class B State Football Championship Trophy.
Congratulations to the Badgers, back-to-back state champs in Class B. Did it in impressive fashion, the final 38-14.
Just a well-rounded, well-oiled, well-coached machine. And there's a lot of them.
Hope to see you back here next year.
There certainly are.
Safely, and have a good night.
See, Sean is down there with Coach. Let's go down to Sean.
Guys, I got head coach Cam Lenart, back-to-back state championships here. How does this one feel here tonight?
It's just as special. This group of kids that's been working for a long time. I finally got to the point where they were ready to take another one, and they earned it. And I can't be more happy for them.
You got a quarterback, Trey Bird, 25-0 now as your starter. What has he meant to this program?
He's been tremendous. I think he's bought into the system and done everything the right way, and you can see it on the field, and he's just truly a special kid on and off. And so I'm very fortunate enough to have Coach been a part of Trey's experience here, and I thank him for everything he's done for our program.
What was the hardest thing about repeating? Obviously, you lost Mostec, but you still were able to keep the culture, build the depth in the program, and just get back here and make it look easy almost.
I think a lot of buy-in from our kids. We went to a platoon system, which was huge. Kids weren't ready for that. We had to have a lot of guys step up. We played 4 sophomores on, we count both sides of the ball. We had a lot of older guys that had to step up and make plays, and they did that all year. I think it's a kudos to them who we had the target on our back all year as well, and so for them to not buy into all the hype, not worry about the win streak, and just play football for them, I think is tremendous effort to them.
Well, Coach, congratulations on back-to-back state championships.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll send it back up. Let's get some of these players here. We've got Connor Isaac first coming in, standout receiver. He had a couple touchdowns in this game tonight. You guys were kind of on a collision course to meet Gross all year. How much were you eyeing this matchup, and how ready were you for it tonight?
We were really ready. I mean, obviously we love to play good football teams. That puts us at our highest playing field, so we were ready for them. We kind of knew going into the playoffs that they'd be a team that would be tough, so yeah, it feels great to get it done.
Back-to-back state championships. You guys lost a lot, though, from that team a year ago. You had to kind of do it all over, rebuild the culture. What was the hardest thing about kind of getting this team back to this moment here tonight?
I would just say forming the bonds, because we had such a tight-knit group last year that just a lot of young guys that maybe we haven't talked to as much, but we really came together as a team towards the end of the season, and we all love each other. It's great, yeah.
Well, congratulations on the state championship. I'm sure you're ready to go back to basketball now. You got an outstanding career ahead of you, and best of luck as you move forward to basketball.
Thank you very much. All glory to God.
All right, let's bring in now Trey Bird, the standout quarterback for Bennington. 25-0 as a high school starter. I talked to you on this field a year ago. How much have you grown as a starter and just getting your team back to this stage again tonight?
I feel like I grew the most as a leader just because we have a lot of like sophomores, younger guys stepping up, so just helping push them to reach their potential.
Your team just had great composure all year. Your depth just wore people down. What was it about this team that just made it click all season?
I mean, it's just guys stepping up. Like, both our middle linebackers tore their ACLs during the season, so just younger guys stepping up and just pushing each other to the best in practice. Yeah.
Well, Trey, congratulations on back-to-back state championships. 25-0 as a high school starter. What an unbelievable career you had here at Bennington.
Thank you.
All right, back upstairs, guys.
What stands out to you here, DB?
Yeah, I tell you what, Hitchcock County. A couple birdies on the wall. In particular, Tony Chapman said, keep an eye on Hitchcock County. Howes Dodge is a monster. Oh. You know, Clarkson Lee, 40 unanswered. Obviously, West Side, I'm happy. Northport Catholic, just breaking records. Number 11 in terms of championships. Pierce, minor upset, but the way they did it, huge upset in terms of style points, and Bennington just being who they are. This was a fantastic tournament.
Yeah, the one that sticks out to me is maybe the game for the ages, right? The one last night, which was just absolutely, from start to finish, a remarkable high-level play, great players, back and forth, lead changes, and then, of course, the game winner at the end. That was just an outstanding night, and congratulations once again to Bennington. And to you.
Well, I thought you were going to say Benning.
Congratulations to the Bennings.
I just had to see if you were up, LP. You're my guy, man. I love working with you guys.
It was so much fun. I want to thank everybody for being here over the last couple of days. 6 state championships in the books, and that'll do it from Memorial Stadium for 2022. For Matt Verzal, for Doug Duda, Sean Callahan, Damon Benning, and our entire sports production crew, I'm Larry Putney saying thank you so much for joining us. It's been our pleasure to bring these to you across the entire state. Good night until next time from Lincoln.